Hey everybody, yesterday I'm wearing shorts and today I'm wearing a toque. The fucking weather here just can't make up its mind. Anyways, this is Jerry from Bullshit Corner. Today we're going to change out the spark plugs on the E46 BMW. Last week we changed out the CCV valve, and yesterday we changed the valve cover gasket. So the engine, or the top half of the engine, is still mostly disassembled. So from this point on, it's going to be easy to change the spark plugs as well. So I'm going to insert some old clips from the other videos just so you can see how to remove like the air filter or the cabin air filter and some of the plastic covers. Then we're going to get right into changing that. So you guys are watching that. I'm going to fucking crack open a beer and start pounding this down. What you're going to have to do is remove this micro filter housing. These are half clips. And once you get them in the right spot, they just pull up. Basically, if you turn them halfway. And then my filter's got to come out. Then we're going to have to remove the wire loom. And then there's 4 Torx screws underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to remove that and we're going to pull this section out. You're exposed with the valve cover here, but you're not actually at the valve cover yet. You got to remove this cap, and actually the one back there is missing. It's been missing for a while. So you got to remove that cover, and that's going to give you access to your coils and all your other bolts. So I'm going to remove that. And then I removed all the wiring harness for your coils as well. And basically how it works is this tab, you just basically pull this straight up like that, and then the wiring, actually I'll just plug this one back in and show you. So here we go. Pull that up. And yeah, there we go. Pulled it out. So now they got this loose, I'm going to pull all the coil packs out, and all your coil packs, there's 2, looks like 8 or 10 mil bolts. Pull those out and we're going to yank the coils out. Alright, so at this point here we got all the coil packs taken out and removed just for one. Just want to show you for purpose. These actually just push in like that and you just grab them and pull them out. They actually come out pretty easy. These ones here actually have some little grooves on top you just yank them out with. And if you want, you can organize your coils per what hole you took them out. I don't really give a shit, because if this coil's dead and fucking you stick it in this hole, it's not going to bring it back to life. It's still going to be dead. You know what I'm saying? For shit like coils, it doesn't matter which hole you stick them in. They either fucking work or they don't work. So prior to removing all of your plugs, once you got your coils and all that shit out, you want to take an air hose or something and your spark plug holes, you want to blow them out. Not that there will be any shit in there, but you never know. And the last thing you want to do is remove a spark plug and have something fall inside, because that could catastrophically end your engine. Now that that's out of the way, going to remove the first spark plug. And you want to do this when the engine's cold too, by the way. You don't want to try to remove spark plugs on a hot engine. There's a good chance you might strip your threads out in the head. So here's this first spark plug right here. Removed it. There's some buildup and shit on it. These are actually genuine BMW spark plugs. BMW NGK. I didn't realize they actually made that kind for them. So we're going to remove them all and check them out. Right, here's all the old plugs here. I kept them in order. And they're all, there's nothing. Spark plug number 2 is a little wet. But other than that, everything seemed to be alright. I'm actually going to replace them all with these Bosch Platinums plus 4s. I'm going to put those in there. And of course, fucking beer. The spark plug's back in. It's always good to use a spark plug socket, because it's got like the rubber in it. That way when you go down in the deep hole, it's not going to fall out. So basically what I do, I know you can't see from this angle, but I just kind of screw it in by hand until it starts getting tight. And a lot of people like to get a little crazy when doing this. You don't have to. Basically, you feel it get a little tight. And then I just give it a little snug. So you don't want to get too crazy because aluminum heads, right? So if you put too much torque on it, on the plugs, you're going to end up stripping the head. And to go through the hassle of rethreading it and fixing it would be a nightmare. And I just got one left here. There we are, all tightened up. Then once all your plugs are put back in, just drop your coils back into place, push it down, and rebolt them all. And your coils is really simple. Just make sure this tab is pulled up. It's kind of awkward doing it with one hand. There you go. Push the thing in, push that down, your coil's in place. So now you can put the cover back on, put the other covers back on. We're going to hook up this 12-volt wire, and we're going to be rocking. Now to do a recap, the spark plug change should take no longer than about an hour. It's actually pretty simple to do. Like I said, make sure the engine is cold when you do it. Otherwise, it's a good possibility you might strip out the spark plugs when you remove them. Other than that, if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, post them below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.